Barnabas Health. Life is better, healthy.
Maybe you've heard the term balanced diet before, but what does that really mean? How does this affect our food choices and the meals we eat? Our food can be broken down into 3 different types: carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. It's best to balance foods from each group throughout the day and even at every meal if we can. A balanced diet combining foods from all 3 groups keeps our bodies running smoothly. I'm going to bring in Barbara, our nutritionist, who will help explain this balance a little more for us.
Macronutrients are the way we dietitians divide food into 3 basic groups. A carbohydrate is the foods that give us energy, and those come from grains, fruits and vegetables. There's even carbohydrates in milk. Proteins are usually animal products, but you can find them in things like soy and beans. Fats are things like oils, olive oil, corn oil. Those are the 3 basic categories of food.
So as a chef, I'm sure we could talk about many different types of proteins, but as a person who cooks, I think of protein as the basics, right? I think of beef, chicken, fish.
There are vegetable sources of proteins. You can find them in soy, and beans are really good examples. You can actually find them in nuts too.
So there's good carbs, there's bad carbs, right?
That's true. There are good carbs and bad carbs. A good carb is one that has a lot of fiber in it. Things like whole grain breads, fruits and vegetables, those are really good choices of carbohydrates. And the bad carbs would be the more simpler carbohydrates. These are the ones that don't have any fiber in them at all. Things like soda, candy, even like white pasta and refined rice, I would consider them a bad carb.
So let's talk fats. There's so many different kinds. We need to eat them in moderation. Give me some healthy alternatives and ones to stay away from.
Well, in nature, there are different types of fats. An unsaturated fat is usually the better kind, and the monounsaturated fats, things like olive oil and canola oil, are probably the healthiest for your heart. An unhealthy fat would be something that's manufactured in the factory. It's called a trans fat, and what that is that they've hydrogenated it in the factory.
So finally, we are able to cook. I'm here in the kitchen, and I'm about to make my fully balanced, healthy breakfast for you guys. So what I did first, I just took some whole wheat toast, which is a really great carbohydrate for you. We got some color on there, a little golden brown color. It's really simple. So we're just gonna spread this almond butter right onto our whole wheat toast. Now we're gonna close this guy, and we're just gonna really nicely cut it in half. Oh man, this already looks so good. We're gonna open it up like that. Now, in this pan, I just put the tiniest amount of olive oil in there. Give it a nice light sheen in the bottom of the pan, so it makes it really easy to cook an egg. You don't really want a lot of color, you want to keep it nice and white, and we're gonna set that right on top. So now we're gonna carefully slice some banana. And now for the kicker. So we're gonna take a little bit of maple syrup, and we're just gonna drizzle it really lightly over the top. It's gonna give us some great sweetness, awesome flavor. And there you have it, an almond butter sandwich with a sunny side up egg, some sliced bananas, and some really wonderful maple syrup.
Barnabas Health. Life is better, healthy.